Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about my good buddy Matt Vincent, aka the Fat Owl, aka the Drifter Lifter, aka this hurts my voice to talk like this, so I'm gonna stop. Anyways, I want to talk about Matt Vincent, and I've introduced you guys to him on this channel before, and his channel. Some of the things that he does on his, like the Drift to Lift series, which is actually in season 2 right now, and it's going along quite well if I do say so myself, and Matt's really been pumping out a ton of content, but the Drift to Lift series is by far my favorite because not only does he show lifting, which is obviously why I watch a lot of men on YouTube, at least that's what I like to tell myself at night, but also because he shows a lot of other things in his travels that I find very interesting. And they're not haircuts or what he has to eat on a daily basis, although he does go to some pretty badass restaurants on his trips. But most recently, as you guys can tell from this clip,
fire in the hole. Season 2 starting with a bang. Elbow.
Boom.
I like it. I like that a lot.
shooting some big ass guns and some can guns. Literally, they're shooting cans of beer in this episode, as well as going to Sorinex and really seeing some of the stuff that's about there. I find it really interesting, so very highly recommend you guys go check out him and that series and all his other information, as he puts out a lot of stuff on mobility too, because he might not be the most aesthetic guy, hence the name Fat Owl. You guys haven't figured that out yet, but he puts out great information regardless, and he has a lot of other people on his channel to do the same, kind of like what I do here. So spreading the wealth, and as part of spreading the wealth, I want to talk a little bit about his book here that he has. And yes, for those of you that are a little bit younger, this is what we like to call a book. So it's made from paper, it has words and text in it, there's no back button or there's no way to play your favorite app on this. It's just a fucking book. But it's a good book at that. There's actually an ebook version of this as well, but he has this training program called the Strength Lab, and I'm not really big on paying for training programs in the sense that I would never pay for something that's just a literal spreadsheet where you just input your numbers and it gives you the training program. Although I do have that as part of my Campbell PRS system, but I also wrote an ebook to go along with it. What I really like about Matt's book in this case is it's literally, and I'll show you some close-up B-roll here of this book, it's a lot of actual words. So it's not just numbers that don't really make sense. He takes a long time, conservatively long time, 80 pages is this ebook, to really explain everything in full, which I really appreciate, and I really do enjoy reading these training programs. He has a very nice writing style too. I'd really liken it to Jim Wendler, who he is friends with, by the way, so if that's not enough reason to check him out, just add that to the fire. But he writes in a way that's very understandable. Not to say that I don't like the whole science and technique aspect behind things, but he writes in a very relatable way to someone like me, who is an idiot. I don't know if that's a good thing about the book or a bad thing about myself, but regardless, it's a very solid book. And again, it's short enough where you can get really through a quick read. Some of the things in here that he really preaches is what he calls the hate, and that's probably what you'll see right down there, fueled by hate. You can see that on all of his apparel as well. And it's really this mantra that he has that I can actually buy into, and that's saying a lot because it's tough for me to buy into anything these days. But he explains it in there, and like I said, the book overall is great. He has a lot of other things in terms of Olympic weightlifting in there and getting started. So I think it's a great book if you're looking for a training program. One of the things that I wanted to do with this video is actually give away a few copies, because Matt was nice enough to not only send me my own, but also a couple of hard copies, as well as coincide this with a sale that he's going to be running for like a week or two, maybe till the end of July, where you can get the ebook for like $5 off. So it's like 20 bucks, which isn't very much money. In fact, you couldn't even buy a Umoro shaker with $20 these days. Think about that. But you can get a badass training program, or at least the insight into the Fat Owl himself. So in order to go ahead and be entered into that, just go onto Matt's post on Instagram, which I will tag here, I guess. I don't know, I'm doing this in advance. I have to tell Matt that this is what I'm going to do. So this is gonna get pretty crazy. You'll see a link in the description box of where to go, and I want you to go ahead and write whatever you want, within reason, but also make sure you tag, hashtag, I hate Matt Vincent. I think that'll work out pretty well. You don't have to do that to enter if you wanna win one of these, although I don't know how you would enter otherwise, because I don't know that you would want to win one, but I think I have to say that for the sake of not being sued. At least I'm just thinking that. So go in the link in the description box below to click on it if you want to be entered into a chance to win one of these hard hardback copies, I guess, even though they're not technically hardback. So a physical copy rather than just ebook. If you want an ebook, they're on sale. The hardback ones aren't, so that's why I'm giving some away for free. Kind of, I guess. Is anything really free these days? Just your soul. So go ahead and do that, description box below. Also, make sure you check out Matt, make sure you check out the Drift to Lift series, and I think that's all I got for this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. As always, thanks for watching, and in the meantime, stay big.